with Jim Geitz. Geitz, the speedy point guard who can really put defenders on edge. And they'll have one more chance to take the stage here in the Adidas Next Generation Tournament. It's been a great tournament so far, and still 2 more games to come here. So make sure, well, you keep it wrapped here for the game 4 in day 3, and then, of course, tomorrow, 10 o'clock at Stark Arena. Both teams being introduced here. Make sure you keep an eye on that one. Artur Zagars, the number 32 for Joventut. Such a classy player, came over from Latvia within this year, and Badalona could not be more happy to have him. Zagars averaging 14.5 points and 9.5 assists. 8.5 assists, I should say, for Artur Zagars. There you see Mate Rudon, who hasn't been available for Bayern Munich all tournament. Really a shame to see, isn't it? It's a great talent, the German, and was sidelined with, I believe it was an ankle injury, and hasn't been able to take to the court here this tournament. 2 coaches exchanging pleasantries before we get underway here, and well, still a few minutes to go before tip-off as we take a look at the Divina Seguros Joventut team roster. Joel Parra has been maybe the sensation of the tournament. 18.5 points per game, put up 24 rebounds and 3 steals yesterday for a PIR of 30, and well, Parra will be looking to add to that stat line here this afternoon. Bayern Munich, Jim Geitz came to life yesterday in the second half against Crvena Zvezda. Agapong, an athletic, speedy guard who can really take off the springboard, can he? We saw him with a big throwdown in transition yesterday. Bruno Vricic had 20 points in day 1, settled down a little bit yesterday against Crvena Zvezda. Who's going to step up for Bayern Munich here today? That is the question, as we see Daniel Miret, head coach of Crvena Zvezda, excuse me, Joventut Badalona, and Demon Green, head coach of Bayern Munich, who's done a good job for Bayern Munich here in their first year of play in the Adidas Next Generation Tournament Finals. Just a few more minutes to go until tip-off, and well, the crowd has certainly been reduced since Crvena Zvezda left the court only moments ago. Of course, Crvena Zvezda, one of the 2 teams from Belgrade in this tournament, and a very pleasant turnout for the 2 Serbian sides. As we see the starting lineup for Bayern Munich, not too many surprises in there for Demon Green. This is a game that, well, still holds a lot of importance for both teams, for both coaches, but maybe a chance to give some of the guys down deeper in the bench some minutes as well in this tournament that is so prestigious in Europe here for the youth ranks. Of course, these two teams and all the teams involved in the Next Generation tournament were in attendance yesterday for the semi-final matches of the EuroLeague. Special treat on top of being able to play against Europe's elite youth competition. Tickets into the semifinals and the finals, of course. A couple of those teams, Lietuvos Rytas, I believe, and CFBB Paris, had to make the early exit because they had an early game this morning at 9 o'clock. But players were in attendance yesterday to see Fenerbahce and Real Madrid move on to the final. And the final is set here in the Adidas Next Generation tournament. Lietuvos Rytas and, surprise perhaps, Stella Azzurra Rome. But if you've seen the way they've played over the course of the last 3 days, it's no surprise at all, is it? But the focus shifts to game 4 here on this third day of action from Alexander Nikolic Hall, the final game from Alexander Nikolic Hall, as we shift to Stark Arena in the new part of the city, just crossing the Danube. It's Para, Parado, Cuevas, Zagars, and De Silva for Joventut Badalona. Geitz, Du, Dravevsky, Grant, and Binnefeld for the German side. Bayern Munich in their typical maroon jerseys. Joventut Badalona in those sharp white and greens. As it's Bayern Munich with the opening tip, going from left to right on your screen. Jin Geis collects the ball and will be running the show at point guard for Bayern Munich. Binnefeld waiting to have that breakout game in this tournament. Will this be the number 12's chance here against Joventut Badalona? Bayern Munich, the second lowest scoring team in the competition from qualifiers, 72.5 points per game in the Munich qualifiers, I should say. Geitz with under 5 on the shot clock, had to rush the shot. Or maybe a bit too rushed there for Geitz as he throws up an air ball on the first shot of the game, and some pressure from Bayern Munich early that will drop off, but a trap comes as Zagars comes over half court. Parado looking for Zagars. Parado in the corner, catch and release, and he gets the friendly roll from the iron here at Alexander Nikolic Hall. First points of the game for Joventut. And it's Parado averaging 9 points here in this end. Grant responding with a 3 of his own, so corner threes to start the game for each squad. Grant had 18 yesterday to go along with his 4 rebounds, and Zagars now coming off the screen looking for Cuevas, who can really stroke it from downtown, but he can take a few dribbles inside the arc and knock down jump shots as well. Grant muscling his way to the bucket, and steps by Grant. Turnover for Bayern Munich here early on in the game. It's one of the things that they did struggle with, hanging on to the ball. Crvena Zvezda really put them off their game with some high pressure. It was the entirety, wasn't it? The 40 minutes of play. Zagars behind the back once, twice. Cuevas catch and shoot. Left it short. Para. Over the head pass back to Parado. 6 on the clock. Zagars had to take the shot. And Artur Zagars, not just a magician with the pass, but he can knock down the long-range ball as well. Geitz, top of the key, looking for Joventut, Geitz gets around one defender, looks for Du, streaking down the lane, and Du will head to the line to shoot an and one opportunity. And great look from Geitz, and even better movement off the ball from Du. I believe it was Grant who just stepped inside a bit over-eager to collect the rebound, and lane violation on Bayern Munich. 5-8 in the early going of this game. Parado, Para. Oh, looking for the alley-oop from Da Silva, and it would have been spectacular. Geitz behind the back, Joventut. Sasha Grant wants 2 triples in a row, and Sasha Grant off to a hot start. 8-8, as we're all square here. Sasha Grant, 6 points on the day. Parado, skip pass, corner, 3-pointer for Cuevas, and that's nothing but net for Dida Cuevas. Cuevas is a sharpshooter. Benefelt trying to force his way into this game, and he takes it into the body of Vinicius Da Silva. The Brazilian who made his way over. Joventut doing a good job scouting outside of Spain, bringing home Vinicius Da Silva and Artur Zagars. Of course, plenty of talent within the country as well. Domestic talent in Spain. That man right there, Joel Parra, has been fantastic. Perhaps the best stat sheets of anyone in the tournament so far. Let's see how he ends this tournament here in the final game of day 3. Joventut, zone look from Joventut. Big battle down low between the tall trees, Vinicius Da Silva and Julius Du. Cuevas, well, he's not shy to shoot from that far away, and Da Silva with the easy slam. Cuevas attracting attention, and Da Silva the beneficiary. Geitz. Well, that was a lobbed pass that was easily sniffed out by Joel Parra. And then Zagars with the double clutching finger roll. Artur Zagars, 5 points for the Latvian. Geitz, Benefelt, driving baseline, and Benefelt couldn't get to the rack how he wanted to, and nor could he get his own rebound, and an unsportsmanlike foul on Geitz, who just grabbed a hold of Cuevas, and that's something that's changed here in the last year in European play. And those unsportsmanlike fouls have really changed the game for the better, especially on the break, in transition, when teams have numbers pushed forward. And, well, Bayern Munich will be the ones suffering the consequences here as Cuevas goes to the line. 2 for 2 for Cuevas, and Joventut will get the ball back. You got to give a lot of credit to Bayern Munich in their debut season here in the Adidas Next Generation Tournament Finals. They have been gritty It's a physical team, aren't they? Zaggers off the screen, 10 on the clock, calling for a screen. Parra spinning, baseline jumper off the mark. Parado came crashing in from the near corner, and Zaggars and Cuevas will deliberate on positioning as Zaggars comes to the corner. Parado left all alone, too strong on the three. As Bayern Munich collect, Benefil still no points here. 5 minutes in, searching for his shot to come to him. Not shy, and Trevevsky had a chance for the tip slam, but couldn't get control and slam it down. Trevevsky following as Vinicius da Silva and Arnaud Parado were there underneath the basket. Foul called on Arnaud Parado. Demond Green. He has been tasked with trying to take this Bayern Munich U18 squad to the next level, and you can tell they're on the brink, aren't they? They've came to Europe's elite youth competition and really competed. When you talk about Stella Azzurra and being in the finals, they were up in the final minute to Silva trying to crash down the lane and couldn't convert on the easy look. Well, easy for me to say here. There's plenty of traffic in the lane, and what a move there by Benefil, who got Parra on skates. Cuevas left it. Parra took the contact, and he'll go to the line to take a couple free throw shots. Parra going to the line to shoot a couple. 18.5 points per game, had 17 in game one against Crvena Zvezda, and a big three to silence the pro Red Star crowd. In the final minute of play, back to Bayern Munich though. They were up by 2 with under a minute to go, or about 1:30 to go in game one on Stella Azzurra. And a unsportsmanlike foul changed the outcome of the game dramatically as Stella Azzurra made the 2 free throws, and then were able to push on to a 4-point win on day one, 13-18. Grant got a couple of threes already. This time wants to get a bit more snug to the bucket. Parra finally comes up with the rebound, and here's Alex Haraval. Da Silva, well, he will shoot that if you give him the space and the time. To Cuevas. Parra, catch and release, and Joel Parra with the long-range effort. Parra starting off hot here in this final game for Joventut Barcelona, as you see. Cuevas attracting plenty of attention, and Parra knew it as soon as he released it, as he backed up and just watched it drop through the twine. Well, we've seen Joventut Barcelona almost put up 30 points in a quarter. They've got 21 here with 3:36 to go. It's a high-scoring team. The boys from the northwest of Spain. Daniel Mireille has done a good job, not just conditioning his boys, but having the pressure to force players into turnovers and easy offense on the other end. Agyapong, skip pass, Mertz driving, stopping, floating in the lane, and Parra grabs the rebound again, and Parra padding his stats here in the first quarter. Four points for Parra. 2 rebounds, 1 steal for the number 4. Da Silva out on the perimeter. They want him down low, grabbing rebounds, just in case Cuevas misses, which he rarely does, but on that occasion, Bayern Munich come up with the board, and here's Mertz now. Easy look inside. Kleinkiss with a little jump hook in the lane. As Bayern Munich starting to get some decent looks from around the basket. Here is Manuel Signes, and Signes taking it all on his own. Turned over by Bayern Munich, and now quickly down court. Here's Alex Haroval. Got a good look from long range, but couldn't connect on the 3 ball as Signes comes crashing in and commits the foul as he got a piece of the arm of Robert Mers. Around the perimeter. Geitz off the screen. And that's Mers from long range. Robert Mers found an opening, a soft spot in the defense, and Bayern Munich inching their way closer to Joventut. Cuevas. Cuevas looks for Signes. Signes catch and release well short, and that's Parra. Signes saying, I was passing all along. Parra was ready for it, got the foul and the bucket, and he'll go to the line. What awareness there by Parra as he was just shielding off Robert Mers. That has been the golden boy for that man right there, Coach Mireille. Parra can't connect on the 3-point opportunity. Geitz, pull up off the mark. Robert Mers there though, and Mers finishing. Mers having a nice sequence of plays. 5 points for Mers. Tried to hit it. Dashing to the rack, Signes, but it falls to the hands of Cuevas. Nice slide along the baseline to Signes, and Joventut really connecting on offense. 29 points here in the first quarter. Mers wants another triple. Mers is on fire to start this game. 8 points here off the bench. And Robert Mers is a force to be reckoned with. Final possession for Joventut of the first quarter. 6 on the clock. Cuevas crossing over, looking out wide. Halover in the corner. It was in and out, wasn't it? And we end with a high-scoring first quarter, 23-29. Joventut with the lead. They were up by as many as 10 points, but Bayern Munich battling back, courtesy of Robert Mers. Having a look at the stats, 4 for 5 from beyond the arc. Bayern Munich, more than half their points coming from three-point distance. Joventut being outplayed on the assist portion of the game, and well, that's where they thrive, isn't it? Between Cuevas and Zagars, Para as well gets into the mix. Parado got things started with a triple from the corner. Then it was Sasha Grant responding for Bayern Munich. Cuevas so deadly from outside, and when he pump fakes, defenders automatically bite, which opens up some space for him. Zagars as well getting into the mix from long distance, and well, it's been quite the performance from both these two teams from long range. De Silva says, hey, I prefer to toss it down around the bucket. Joventut causing a few turnovers that led to easy layups on the other end. Potter in the corner finds Cuevas. Signes defended by Benefel, and well, he was pivoting, but moved that pivot foot. His right foot was planted up until the whistle blew, and well, a special guest in the audience, Sergio Scariolo, Spanish national team coach, in the audience, surely taking a look at some of the young talent that Spain has to offer. Para grabbing the rebound again, and Para off to a tremendous start here in the first half of this game. Dravedsky just trying to interrupt the fast break by Joventut. They had numbers down on the other end of the floor. Zagars now, he is a superstar, isn't he? So flashy, but so consistent. Signes poked away by Onyaya, and went off of Signes last. This team is full of light bulbs, isn't it? Joventut. Guys with plenty of electricity that are full of highlights, full of flash, full of explosive offense. And Zagars just being one of them. Cuevas, of course. Joel Para. Robert Mers, the leading scorer with 8 points. Cuevas right behind with 7. And it's De Silva with the easy slam. Beautiful look by Vinicius De Silva there. Easiest bucket he'll get all game long. Drevevsky off the back iron, and Para. One more rebound to add to the stats. Zagars off the mark. De Silva, well, he's got the size advantage down low. Not many matchups he doesn't have the size advantage. Para 5 rebounds already to go with his 6 points. In the corner, Onyaya pump fake, dribble, takes the shot off the dribble, and Para snatching rebounds, looking up, and Signes catching Bayern Munich, sleeping on transition defense, and well, Para always with a head up. Joel Para. Fantastic start to this game, 6 points. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal already. And he's already at 15 index rating. Still with the zone look, Joventut do. Trying to bang with Seniors down low. Barros in the game, Pedro Barros. He is the athletic, physical matchup nightmare that Joventut possesses that causes real problems for opposition. Defensive genius as well. Barros did a good job shutting down Zoran Paunovic early in this tournament. Zagars off the screen, thought about the 3. No look pass, Seniors with the reverse off the crystal. And what a pass from Artur Zagars. Halaver, that's Zagars wide open. Too strong on the 3. Long rebound collected by Yaya. 12-point game, largest lead for Bayern Munich here today. Binefeld, baseline drive, shut down by Parado. Onyaya down the lane, and Zagars getting his hands on the ball as Onyaya went up with the shot. Two smallest guys on the court battling down low. And Zagars coming up, the winner in that encounter. Arno Jaime replacing Aleix Haroval. Winners of the Le Hospitalet qualifiers, Joventut, back in January. Been waiting for this tournament for a long time, and well, they certainly performed. Were ousted by the finalists of Group B. Barros, long-range effort. Snatches the rebound, and Grant now with some space to run. Grant around Zagars, thought about the pull-up jumper. Geitz spinning, looking. Binefeld was open, got it to him too late, but what a look, and that's Dew with the easy finish. Dew, we've seen him a couple times find that soft spot in the defense and slash down the lane. Jaime, Barros, under 10 to go on the shot clock. Barros, bounce pass and found Parado. Nice pass in from Barros, and Parado took the punishment, but he'll go to the line as a reward. Onyaya picks up the personal foul, and he'll be swapped out for Agyapong. Parado, smooth stroke for a big man, doesn't he? .5 points for Paro in the qualifiers. Had 7, 6, and 5 in the game in the opener. 11 and 4 yesterday. Opened up this game with a triple and continuing to pour on the points, but picks up a foul right there. Arno Parado Parado have been battling all game long. 5 points for Parado to go along with his 1 rebound. Seniors has 8. Grant, 3 on the clock. Does he know? Grant got to let it go. Grant off the glass, and Sasha Grant. Nice poise with the shot clock winding down. Zagars splitting the defense, and the finger roll off the window. Artur Zagars has been unstoppable here in this second quarter. Grant looks for Agyapong. Long 3-pointer. That's collected by Imágenes, Barros in the corner to Parado. Whistle went as he stepped on the sideline. (27-39). Joventut have been out in front all game long. As Dew will take a breather. Dravevsky coming back in. Geitz explodes to the rack, and Geitz off the window. Beautiful play there by Geitz. Zagars. Barros. Barros to Jaime, and Jaime sticks the three from the corner. Back to 13 points, and the hot shooting for Joventut continues. 42 points already. Still 3 minutes to go. Geitz lobs it up over Jaime. That was Imágenes, as a matter of fact, and Geitz. Couple of penetrations that have been successful for the number 4. Zagars. Zagars, so dangerous because he's such a good passer, but you gotta play him honest because he can drop the three-point ball too. Imágenes and Geitz. And a bit of a dust-up down low under the bucket. And quick substitution going to be made by both coaches, I believe. Parra coming back in. So too will Mers. Mers had a quick 8 points in that first quarter. 31-42. Can cut it back to a single-digit lead here. Geitz. Just over 3 to play in the first half. Agyapong splitting the defense, and the little hop, step, and a jump. One too many steps. Cuevas. 7 points for Cuevas still. Adria Dominic in the game for the first time after that dead ball substitution. Parado, Cuevas, no look pass. This is Jaime, wants 2 from downtown, and that'll be Bayern Munich ball off the out of bounds play. Agyapong spinning, looking, finding Dravevsky. Backdoor cut, Binnefeld. Binnefeld did a nice job composing himself as he ran right into the body of Da Silva, but found room over those long arms of Vinicius Da Silva. Parra dribbles left, shut down by Grant. That's a physical, great matchup there between those two, isn't it? Who's gonna win it? Parra wants to take on Grant, and one off the glass. Parra fading away from the bucket. What a beautiful look there from Joel Parra, who has done no wrong here today. 8 points for Joel Parra. Already 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. 17 PIR. And he'll go back to the line. Just 1 for 3 from the free throw line, though. Make that 1 for 4, and well, in a game that's been nearly perfect for the number 4 in white, he's 1 for 4 from the charity stripe. Mers, Grant, deep triple, and Grant 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Dominic. Para, screen. Cuevas. Out to Arturs. Couldn't handle the rock on the first attempt. Cuevas from long range. Long rebound will be chased by Cuevas all the way on the other side of the court. Para open for three. Oh, that was in and out. Cuevas battling for loose balls, even down low in the paint with the big boys, and snatches down the rebound and draws the foul. Joventut in the bonus, so Cuevas will go to the line to shoot two. 1:15 to go in this second quarter. Cuevas gets the friendly roll here on the Alexander Nikolic rim. Cuevas with 8. Make that 9. And as they approach 50 points for the half, 36-46 with a $1:15 to go. Drevevsky. That's a dangerous place for the big man to catch the ball, isn't it? Because he's right over half court and he's only got backwards to go. But he did well there. Benefel off the screen, crossing over. Benefel dribbles right, baseline. Benefel hanging in the air. Killian Benefel. Great drive to the bucket from the German. 38-46. Both these teams bringing the intensity here in the last game of the group stages. 5 on the clock. Here's Cuevas crossing over, getting into the lane, kicking out to Barros. Barros off the back iron, and Sasha Grant, 11 points and 2 rebounds. 3-second shot clock, game clock differential. Here's Sasha Grant. Cuevas trying to sneak around for the steal. Agapong baseline drive, and he was hand checked by Adria Dominic. Timeout for Bayern Munich with 9.5 to go, and they're going to draw up one last play here for this first half. As Demon Green whips out the whiteboard. Let's try to listen in and have a look at the last play. An endless bag of tricks the coaches have for inbounds plays with the game clock winding down, and Demon Green taking his best one here for the final 9.5 seconds of the second quarter. Agapong gonna look for Grant. Grant driving. Grant ran into Dominic, and the follow no good as well. 3 on the clock. Cuevas racing down the court. Cuevas, one-footed shot from Cuevas from behind the arc. And it wasn't too far off as Cuevas got down the court in a hurry. And the first half is all set here from Nikolic Hall, 38-46. High-scoring affair here from Belgrade as the Spanish side go to the locker rooms with the lead. Well, 5 for 10 from beyond the arc for the Germans. 5 for 20. They're not shy from downtown, are they? Both teams taking care of the ball nicely. But when Joventut get chances in the lane or in the inside the arc, well, they do a good job of converting those looks close to the basket. Parado connected from the corner on the 3 ball. Then it was Sasha Grant responding. Cuevas with that frightening jump shot. Zagar's money from 3-point range as well. 10 threes in total, 5 apiece for each team. Bayern shooting a better percentage though. Have made half of them. As opposed to the 5 for 20 for Joventut. Zagars and Halover, the recipients of an easy layups. Off of transition turnovers. De Silva with the alley-oop, and the great look by Parra. This really has been Joel Parra's half, hasn't it? And look at Zagars, the magician. Back here in Nikolic Hall, where Joventut take the court with the lead. Bayern Munich trying to battle back. It's been a back and forth game, high scoring game, and Cuevas, well, I see no end to that coming. Cuevas with his second triple of the game. To Grant. Grant's been hot from deep, but couldn't connect on the change of sides. Coming out of halftime, 38-49. Parado. Parra rolling off the screen to Silva to the bucket, and, well, nice job there by Deuce sticking with the play. Benefel taking it right at Parado, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Benefel. Parado's got 3 fouls. That's dangerous for Joventut. And Benefel going to the line. Drops down the first of 2. High score coming out of the halftime break. Sasha Grant, 11 points, 3 of 4 now from beyond the arc after missing that opening 3-pointer. What a look along the baseline. Parra, though, couldn't connect on the floater. And here comes Grant again. Grant, he's got the ability to change games, doesn't he? Parado finds Zagar. Zagar's with the left, and disappointed he didn't get the tough shot with the left hand, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Zagars with 7 points, couple of assists. Eight assists in the first game, 9 assists in the last game. Artur Zagars. Interviewed him after the game 1, and he talked about how He's a newcomer on this team, didn't know the language very well, but after a year or so, he is feeling right at home in Joventut. Didn't feel too at home with those 2 free throws, though. We'll get another chance. No, he won't. It was actually a foul as opposed to a lane infraction. So, Zagars, corner 3 from Cuevas, and left it short. Off to the races, Geitz all the way. He's trying to sneak around Parado, got the shot up, but it was always going to be a difficult task to get that transition chance to go. Parado lost control of it and tapped it over to Cuevas. Cuevas, 4 on the clock. Cuevas, does he know? Fading away from the bucket on the leaning shot, and it'll stay on this end of the floor. Duke couldn't handle the rebound. Joventut a bit fortunate there as they didn't have a great look with the shot clock winding down. Zagars looking into Dominic. Para thought about the 3, and this is the matchup right here. Grant versus Para. Para, nearly an impossible shot there. Cuevas splitting the D. Parado, corner triple, and it's short again. Who's going to come up with the rebound? Joventut with a couple of extra possessions on some offensive rebounds. Zagars. Parado, that's Para in the corner. Para again, and Para is in double digits. 11 points for Joel Para. Well, you can't give a team that loves to score points more chances off offensive rebounds, and Joventut stretching this lead out to 13 points. (39-52). Para with the last bucket from long range, and Divina Seguros Joventut Badalona, say that 5 times fast, has been in control all game long. Bayern Munich just trying to stay within grasp. Binnefeld, jab step, dribbles into the lane, kicks it out to Grant. Grant doesn't have a dribble, or does he? Indeed he does. Wants to use the screen, dribbles left. Grant short on the little floater in the lane, and Grant, an unsportsmanlike foul there as he tried to use Zagars as a way to get up. Frustration from Sasha Grant right there, and now Demon Green having a bit of a chat with Green on the way to the bench. Zagars missed his opening 2 free throws, but connects on the 2 on the unsportsmanlike foul. Off the mark there, well short. Cuevas finds Zagars. much more comfortable off the dribble. Zagars, Parado puts it on the floor. Parado spinning his way to the bucket. Got a decent opening on the reverse. Rebound still loose, and Bielefeld just took a big shot. Bielefeld surrounded by his teammates, and hopefully he's all right there. Was just chasing after the rebound and got blindsided by Parado. Well, he's going to tough it out, isn't he, Bielefeld? Christopher Klenkus into the game for Bayern Munich. Bielefeld dusting off the cobwebs. Bielefeld going right at the defense, and what a gritty effort that was from Bielefeld. 7 points. Dominic opening up. Sinez taking his time, 10 on the clock. Cuevas on the backdoor cut, and it's collected by Klenkus. Foul on Zagars, just trying to disrupt the break for Bayern Munich. (41-53). Bayern Munich needs some buckets to get back into this game. It's been a double-digit lead for longer than they'd prefer, and that's Robert Mers trying to change that. 43-53, Mers in double digits. Zagars finds Cuevas. Cuevas pulls the trigger, and Cuevas on fire here in the second half. He's been on fire all tournament, hasn't he? Geitz off the dribble, pulls up and one, and Geitz trying to respond. Got around Cuevas, and Para came out looking to affect the shot. Cuevas with 15, 3 of 9 from downtown. He's got the green light, doesn't he, to take the deep balls, and, well, he rewards his coach with the confidence with a pretty good three-point percentage. Cuevas had 17 in the first game, 12 in the game yesterday. Zagars takes the contact, and Zagars will go to the line as he beat his defender off the dribble. Excellent body control by Zagars. Well, Geitz is extraordinarily quick, but Zagars using his brain to get around Geitz and go to the free throw line. It's a fun team to watch, isn't it, Joventut? Bielefeld got rid of it at the last second, and Ju rewards Bielefeld with a bucket underneath. One more assist for Bielefeld. Zagars. Midway through the third quarter, Cuevas. The sharpshooter, Cuevas again off the back iron, and reset shot clock for Joventut. Zagars splitting the defense, and took maybe a little bit of a Charlie horse there as he tried to get through the defenders, and Zagars doesn't want to come out of the game. You can see it's Ju who stepped in, committed the foul, and Coach Mirit's gonna take Zagars out. He's usually got a smile on his face, but he's not too happy about being taken out of the game. He earned that foul, and he wants to go to the line for points. Mirit having a word with him on the bench. You're just looking out for Zagars and the team's best interests. And, well, these are kids, they want to play, don't they? Mers down the lane, collects his own rebound. Mers, persistence paying off there for Robert Mers. Signes all the way. Mers breaking down the lane and going right into the body of Cuevas in transition. Slow to get up as Binefeld with the big block. It was a foul though, so it'll send Signes to the line. Getting up as Para helped him to his feet. Binefeld, oof, I don't know about that one. That looked like a clean block. 50-60, 10-point game. Signes going to the line to shoot 2. 4:15 left in the third. Signes with 8 points, make it 9. Signes connects on both, and he's in double digits. High score for the day is Cuevas so far. Binefeld gonna go to the line. Halover just trying to stay in front of the number 12 and commits the foul. Binefeld back to the line to shoot 2. 8 points for Binefeld. Took a nice knock. Oh, not a nice knock for him, that's for sure. Connects on the first. 3 of 5 from the line today. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe on that occasion, and we've got a 10-point game yet again. Halover. Para loves that corner shot. Signes dashing in for the rebound and the putback. Joventut. We're enjoying some offensive rebound success on the offensive glass earlier in the game and use it to their advantage there yet again. Mers, right down Main Street. Mers couldn't get the up and under. Oh, what a pass from Cuevas to Para. The Cuevas to Para connection yet again. Ayapong. Ayapong with a big dunk, and well, we saw him dunk over 2 defenders yesterday. That one was a bit easier for Ayapong, and now here he comes yet again. Ayapong to the free throw line. Out to Drevevsky. Too strong on the 3 ball. Cuevas chases down the rebound. Cuevas 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. He is 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist away from a triple-double. It'd be the first one of the tournament. Binefeld gets that shot to go. Cuevas wants to run all day long, doesn't he? Para, Signes with the floater. That one just hung on the rim momentarily before dropping out. Signes, Cuevas all the way, and the easy layup off the mistake from Binefeld. 17 points for Cuevas. 8 rebounds and 9 assists. Could we have a triple-double in the works here? Mers has been smooth with the jumper. 14 points for Robert Mers. 10-point game still, though. Bayern just can't seem to make any ground up. Halovar crossing over, look to dish it off. And Para there. Well, Para started this game off in sensational fashion. He's got 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. But the story of the game has been Didac Cuevas. Too strong from Binefeld. Here comes Cuevas. Cuevas, he's got Para open, he's begging for it. Cuevas dishes it off to Sinez, and he's got 10 assists. Just 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. Didac Cuevas. Agyapong going to the line to shoot 2. 23.6 seconds on the clock. As Bashir commits the foul, De Silva coming back into the game. Agyapong off the mark on the first free throw. Got rebounds on the mind, thinking about the triple-double potentially for Cuevas. 5 offensive boards for Cuevas. He's the smallest guy out there, but he just wiggles his way into the perfect spot. Ten on the clock. Barros into the game off the bench, crossing over. Halovar, corner three-pointer, and the whistle will be blown against Bayern Munich. Foul will send Joventut to the line to shoot two shots after the foul on Sasha Grant. Para adding to his score line, 16 points. He struggled from the free throw line. That's the only place he struggled from today, as he splits those two. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists for Cuevas. Long prayer sent up for Agyapong, and we are done with 30 minutes of play here. Joventut in a commanding lead. They've been in the lead all game long. Can they hold off Bayern Munich to close out this Adidas Next Generation tournament in fashion? And the subplot, Didac Cuevas, 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. Well, Bayern Munich have gone cold from three-point range here in the second half. 10 minutes to go to correct things. Let's have a look at the highlights from the third quarter. And, well, as you would expect, Didac Cuevas is a big part of the highlight reel. Knocking it down from long range, dishing it to Para for the 3-ball. Mers off the bench has been fantastic. 14 points for Mers, 4 rebounds. Binefeld has 12, 6, and 5 to go along. back in play here for Bayern Munich, down 14. Got to try to muster a comeback in the last 10 minutes. Can they figure out this zone? Agyapong trying to slice right through it, and that went off of Klinkus last. Cuevas starting the fourth quarter on the bench. Zagars behind the back, spinning on Onyaya. Zagars. Barros, what a look, and Para with the easy flush on the baseline. Grant, 16-point game. Onyaya. Sines intercepted that bounce pass up to the top of the key, and the Latvian magician with a dump off from to De Silva. Barros, all kinds of time to set his feet. Agyapong ran into Zagars, had to look for Klinkus for relief. Onyaya wants the screen set. Agyapong tosses up the triple, but it's nothing but air. 59-75. Will we see any more of Cuevas? Zagars. Para. Oh, look at the finger roll from Joel Para. He's doing everything for Joventut. Grant takes the bump and finishes off the shot. Nicely done from Grant, who has been kept quiet in the second half after scoring 11 points, but he's back on the board here. Grant going to the line to just try to tighten this game up a bit with 8:04 to go, but he left that free throw off the front iron, and Sines. It falls right into the hands of De Silva, and De Silva there to slam it home. Fortunate there for De Silva, but when you run the break as a big man, hey, those sort of good things happen for you. Agyapong in the corner. Onyaya. Grant stepped on the line, and well, the frustrating second half continues for Bayern Munich. Zagars is getting a bit overindulgent there with Onyaya. Onyaya, great defending, and that's what they need to get back into this game with 7.5 to go. Cuevas gonna check in. We're on triple-double alert. 2 rebounds for a triple-double. It'd be the first in this tournament this year. Not sure if it's ever been done in the 16-year history of the Adidas Next Generation tournament. Onyaya into the lane, dishes it out to Mers. Mers muscling through, and then he slides it into Kleinix. Nice dish there, and a nicer finish from Kleinix. Sines, who's gonna collect it? It's Agyapong who wants to run. Agyapong. Trapped in the corner, but able to find Mers in relief. Onyaya gonna go to the line. Unfortunate not to see that drop, and Dida Cuevas with his first foul. Well, he's all over the stat sheet, and now just a bit more with a foul. Onaya, who didn't play with Bayern Munich in the qualifiers, was brought over from Frankfurt and hits both free throws there. Cuevas with 17 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. Cuevas splitting the defenders, and that ball dribbled out to Sines. Barros, 3 on the clock. Barros got to take it to the rack, and Barros hiding the ball from the rest of the defenders and then laying it gently off the window. Grant in the corner, Mers. He's had the hot hand for Bayern Munich. Will it continue? Not on that occasion. Parda snags the rebound, and off goes Joventut. De Silva there with the foul after Sines couldn't get the layup to go. Joel Parda, 20 points yet again. 12 rebounds. He's in double-double territory. 6 minutes to go, and Joventut stretching this lead out.
It's been a quiet triple-double. Man, I'm cheering for him, man. I'm cheering for him.
I know, I wanted to. 6 minutes to go here. Joventut up by 18, and, well, a good bit of coaching there from Demon Green as we heard him in the huddle, just trying to cheer his boys up and say, enjoy this last 6 minutes of this Adidas Next Generation tournament. Never know if you'll be here again, but you just got to live for the moment. And, well, credit to Demon Green. Remember, these are kids that are getting a great opportunity, win or lose. And it's been a tough tournament for Bayern Munich, who started off and really can be proud of the way they've come out and played here in their debut tournament. 5:26, Onaya. Mers swatted away by De Silva, and here comes Barros. Barros bounce pass into Parado, and it was a flailing elbow, the call from Parado as he was trying to clear space out to lay that ball in. Onaya, good job getting back on defense and causing the turnover. 20-point game. Agupong in the lane, looking over to Kleinkiss. Kleinkiss off the mark. Who's going to get the rebound? It's Cuevas with 1 rebound away from a triple-double. And what a dish it was as well, as he football passed it down the court right in stride. Well, it wasn't a football pass, was it? It was just a beautiful chest pass to Parra, and those two have been unbelievable for Joventut today. 22 points for Parra, 17 for Cuevas. Cuevas a rebound away from a triple-double. Mertz with the long ball. De Silva pulls down the rebound. 4:34 to go. Barros crossing over. Here's Cuevas again. Cuevas off the screen. Looks for Parra. Ball screen for Parra. Barros is there. 2 on the clock, hanging in the air. And it almost dropped off the back iron, but De Silva will pick up the foul. Bayern Munich in the bonus. Oh no, excuse me. They will be in the bonus for the rest of the way. Of course, that was Parado's 5th foul. 5 points, 4 rebounds. And it is free throws for Bayern Munich. So Kleinkiss will go to the line to shoot 2. Connecting on both is Kleinkiss, and we've got a 20-point game here. Mers with the steal, looks out to Geitz. Geitz baseline drive, tapped away, and there's Cuevas tapping it to himself. Baseline. He lost control of it, and I believe it was tapped by Bayern Munich last, so Cuevas will prepare for the inbound. Into the game, Oriol, Cuadrado, Pera. Para's trying to find Joel Para on the baseline. Para, oh, that's a just perfect play there from Joel Para and Cuevas. Those two seem to have quite the connection, and Joventut Badalona have a couple of gems coming up the academy system. Mertz getting right to the basket as he slashes through the defense. 69-89. There's Para. Para puts it up to Silva with the finish and the foul. (69-92). Here's Onyaya. Kleinkiss couldn't get a grasp of that. Entry pass in from Geitz, and now Cuevas again will orchestrate. Cuevas pulls up. Cuevas from long range, and the rebound is collected by Joventut. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 13 assists. Cuevas with another dish down low, but that one was blocked by Kleinkiss, and here comes Geitz. Onyaya. Grant wants it. Foot behind the line, and Grant knocks home the 3. Well, if you're a neutral fan, you got to be hoping for Cuevas to get that next rebound for the triple-double. Potter lost control. Here comes Grant. Grant bounced it off his shin, but it fell right to Geitz. Here's Onyaya. Mers working on De Silva. He's got the speed advantage on De Silva, and he got to the basket but couldn't finish the layup around the rim. 2:01 to go. Cuevas will not have a chance to finish off his triple-double here. He will go to the bench with 9 rebounds, but what a game he has had. 17 points, 13 assists, and 9 rebounds for a PIR of 31. Incredible performance from Didac Cuevas. One for the history books of the Adidas Next Generation Tournament. $1:40 to go. Zagars is going to come back into the game. Para in the corner. Well, Cuevas has stolen some of the spotlight from Parra, but let's not forget he's got 26 and 14. My goodness, what numbers for these guys from Joventut. 75-92. Geit's gonna go to the line. 75-92, Geit's with 7 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. Geit's has had a nice game as well. Make that 8 points. Zagars to Joe Parra. Zagars with $1:13 to go. Finds Parra. Parra wants more. He's not happy. He's not satisfied. He wants more. Give him more. Parra with 29. Zagars steps in front, and Zagars with the easy lay-in in transition. Well, Bayern Munich, it's a tough way to finish this Adidas Next Generation tournament. Mers continues to battle, though. 30 points, 15 rebounds. And Mers, well, let him not go unnoticed. Mers with 16 points. Off the mark there with the free throw. That's one of the few things that he's got wrong on his first trip to the line here today. Splits the 2, and under a minute to go here. Parra, will he get to 30? Parra out wide. Here's Dominic. Sinez, Parra. Beautiful spin there as Sinez pirouettes to the bucket. 77-99. And it's Grant. Grant, little one-footed floater just inside the free throw line, and Parra will hand it off to Zagars. Zagars, final possession. Sinez jacks up a 3 off the mark, and it will be a chance for Cuadrado Pera. Well, that's all over. Joventut stuck at 99, but a 22-point win to end their Adidas Next Generation tournament. Congratulations to both teams on a great tournament. And, well, thanks so much for joining us. It was a pleasure as we see both teams shaking hands, exchanging pleasantries. Well, what a story we had unfold. Joe Parra, excuse me, with an incredible game. 29 points, 15 rebounds. Didac Cuevas, 16 rebounds, I should say, for Parra. 29 and 16 for the Joventut number 4. Didac Cuevas 17, 9 and 13. They were, well, saving the best for last, weren't they? Joventut, Bayern Munich, a nice debut tournament in the Adidas Next Generation tournament. And, well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. It was a real pleasure being able to broadcast these games. And, hey, there's more to come. The final is tomorrow at 10 o'clock in Stark Arena. Letuvos Ridas and Stella Azura Roma. in a rematch of the Kaunas qualifier. Make sure you tune in for that if you're not around the Belgrade area. If you are, we'll see you at Stark Arena tomorrow at 10. And, well, I'm Dana Lucas saying thanks to everybody in the production trucks and around the arena. We will bid you adieu with images of Joventut enjoying themselves in their last moments of the ANGT.